Good morning, everyone. I am Arjun Krishnakumar, roll number 23307, here to present my case study review 3 on topic titled Impact of Socioeconomic Factors on Health and Well-being. My goal today is not just to present dashboards, but to answer a fundamental question: what truly determines how long and how well a population lives? We will navigate 10 distinct analyses, each corresponding to a dedicated dashboards that I have built to uncover the hidden links between wealth, education, healthcare, and human longevity. So going on to the question one, how does life expectancy vary by continent or income group? So as we can see a clear stratification, high income countries enjoy an average life expectancy significantly higher, often by decades, than their low income counterparts. Furthermore, the continental view, while broader, reinforces this. The vast disparity between developed regions and parts of suburban Sahara Africa, for instance, highlights a deep seated challenge of resources distribution. And going on to the question 2, what is the relationship between GDP per capita and life expectancy? So, there's a strong positive correlation between wealth measured by GDP per capita and life expectancy. The line of best fit illustrates a clear trend where increasing national income typically translates to greater longevity. However, note the shape of this curve. Beyond a certain GDP threshold, the gains in life expectancy begins to flatten, suggesting that simply accumulating more wealth becomes less effective. This leads us to ask what factors other than sheer income help countries move up the curve. So, this brings us to the next question. Question 3, do countries with higher literacy or school enrollment rates tend to have higher life expectancy? So, we find that education is a crucial accelerator. Countries with higher school enrollment, especially for females, and high literacy rate, consistently plot higher on the life expectancy scale, even when controlling for GDP. This suggests that informed population make better health choices and education systems are vital to public health infrastructure. So, going to the question 4, how does healthcare spending as a percentage of GDP affect life expectancy? This is where the story get nuanced. This shows that spending more generally means better health, but efficiency of the spending varies widely. We see several outliers. Countries that spend a large percentage of their GDP on healthcare yet do not achieve the expected high life expectancy. And conversely, some countries that spend relatively little but achieve impressive results. This highlights a critical theme. It's not just the amount of money spent, but how it is spent. We look at the external pressure and exceptions to the rules. So this brings us to the next question, question 5. Is there a visible difference in life expectancy between high CO2 emitting countries and low emitters? The environmental dashboard relieves a complex trade-off. While industrialized nations, which are high CO2 emitters, initially achieved high life expectancy due to wealth and technology, the data suggests that exceptionally high emissioners can be a detractor. The environmental cost of development, including air and water quality, eventually becomes a public health burden, capping or even reducing potential longevity gains. So, going on to the next question, question 6, how have life expectancy, health spendings, and education evolved over time for selected countries? First, I have selected India, Brazil, Japan, and USA. So, this the value of this dashboard is its ability to illustrate the sequence of investment. We can often see that early increase in primary education investment were followed years later by steeper increase in life expectancy, even before massive boost in healthcare spending. This confirms that human capital forms a foundational layer, and tracking this evolution helps us distinguish between sustainable, gradual progress and short-term anomalies. So going on to the next question, question 7, which countries spend heavily on healthcare but do not achieve high life expectancy? So these nations serves as case studies in administrative waste, uneven access, or endemic public health issues that cannot be solved by investment alone. Their position on this chart is a clear flag for urgent policy reviews. So going on to the next question, question 8, do richer countries with higher education spending achieve better health despite emissions? This is the ultimate test of resilience. Dashboard 8 confirms that combination of high wealth and high education investment acts as a buffer. These countries manage to mitigate the public health impact of high CO2 emissions, likely through superior air quality control, better food safety regulations, and informed public awareness, proving that human capital can indeed solve environmental health problems. So, finally, let's turn our attention to progress and the path forward. So, going on to the question 9, which country shows the greatest improvement in life expectancy over the last 20 years and what factors contributed? So, Dashboard 9 is a chart of hope. We see countries that have undergone massive rapid improvements. These are typically nations that successfully implemented targeted public health campaigns like reducing infant mortality, combating major diseases, or achieving political stability. They offer clear, replicable models for rapid progress. So, going to question 10, do countries with balanced investments in both education and healthcare perform outperform those that prioritize only one? The answer is a decisive yes. Dashboard 10 provides a final overarching policy insight. Countries that treat education and healthcare as interconnected, symbiotic systems, investing heavily in both, achieve the best and most sustainable longevity outcomes. A healthy population is better educated, and an educated population makes better health decisions. So, moving on to the conclusion, the data is clear. Life expectancy is not just a function of GDP, it is a product of strategic balance investments in human capital. The dashboards we have reviewed today identify where our resources are being used inefficiently and crucially reveal the success stories that hold the blueprint for a healthier, more equitable global future. Thank you.